Hello again, everybody. Attack is here with my attack line for Monday, August 12th, 2013. Hope everyone had a great weekend this weekend, especially me. Since it was my birthday weekend this past weekend, my birthday was on Friday. I'll tell you what I did Friday in a moment. But first, I'll tell you about the other things I did this weekend, besides going to a concert on Friday. Gigs, DJ Attack gigs happened on Thursday and Saturday night. I made a tagline Wednesday, and I mentioned my Wednesday morning gig for the Huron Point Yacht Club. The boat ride was pretty good, and then after that, I had a gig on Thursday and a gig on Saturday, like I mentioned. My Thursday gig was the outdoor movie night. First outdoor movie night since July 11th. We did it at the Booth Township Park. Finally, we were supposed to do a Booth Township one in June, but it got rained out. So we did it, and the attendance was okay. There was, like, the last two outdoor movie nights we did, there was enough crowd to do line dances. Unfortunately, no one was in the mood for line dancing. So line dances didn't work as much, but people liked the music. It was more of a laid-back evening than it was for the last couple of movie nights. The movie was Puss in Boots. We got another one this upcoming Thursday in the community center. The attendance was really good at the first community center movie night, so I hope for the same for this Thursday. After that movie night on Thursday, went to a concert on Friday. Before I get to that, I want to tell you about my other gig I did on Saturday, day after my birthday, which was the Bayside Yacht Club Fleet Review for the 5th year in a row. And they even honored me by serenading me happy birthday, since, like I said, my birthday was the day before. And this Fleet Review being the 5th year in a row, it was good. I thought it'd be more drunken dance party, but it was still a decent show. It was like the tier 4 parties. You had a lot of older people there. It's like Huron Point Yacht Club's known for older people, but Bayside had a lot more older people. Because Jackie and Wick Watrels, the yacht club members who put on the show, they had a birthday party for Wick 2 years ago. They had a lot of older people at that party. So since they were putting it on, all their older friends showed up. That was at the birthday party 2 years ago. So a lot more 60s songs were played during gathering, like Buckingham's and all that. And then we did some dancing, disco worked, new stuff kind of not worked. There was a lot of people who didn't show up. There was like low attendance. It was decent attendance, but there was about 20 or 30 people that we've seen at the Bayside events that we know didn't show up last Saturday night. And then, after a little bit of dancing, the last hour, it turned into a Jefferson Street pub night, which was the last hour of them watching rock videos, kind of like at Jefferson Street. So it's kind of a weird night, but it was still a decent night on Saturday. I got 2 gigs this week, another movie night, like I said, on Thursday, and also Huron Point Yacht Club, another event, but it's an adult party on Saturday. And on Friday, my birthday, my 25th birthday, I went shopping a little bit. I got some books on my birthday. I even bought this bad boy, WWE 13. Bought this for my birthday when I went birthday shopping. And some other thing. I bought like a book or 2, so that's all I can show you. At this time, the video game I bought 30. 13, it was on sale for 30. But also Friday I went to see Kesha. She was at Caesars Windsor on my birthday. I've been waiting to see Kesha for 3 years. I was supposed to see her, but I gave it up. I was supposed to see her open up for Rihanna 3 years ago, but I gave up my ticket to go to a gig, and I finally got to see Kesha on Friday at Caesars Windsor, and she was pretty good. She was great. I liked the vibe of the show. It was very intimate, and it was very prerogative, and it was an all-ages show, which means some kids showed up. 10-year-olds. Like the 17-year-olds, that's the only reason why Kesha made it all ages. So the 17-year-olds can show up. Not the 10-year-olds. There was a mom in front of me that had a 10-year-old daughter. I was like, this ain't the show for your kids. Because Kesha swore a lot. A lot of sexual innuendos. Guys, brothers, like women. It was a fun show. It was very good. She threw a lot of glitter. This is some of the, see if the camera can catch you here. This is some of the confetti that fell on the floor. I catched them after I walked out. So the entire floor is filled with glitter. And Kesha did every song people wanted to hear. Mostly the same set list she did when she was on tour at Pimple, which I missed because of a gig. But I got to see her, and she was like I said, it was a fun show. I like the rock vibe of being a pop show, and I like she rearranged, take it off. She lowered a few keys to some songs, and then her opening act was Semi Precious Weapons, who I saw open up for Lady Gaga, who I'll talk about her new single, along with Katy Perry's single, coming out today. Talking about both of them, review both singles in just a few minutes. But I saw Semi Precious Weapons open up for Gaga a couple years ago, and they are completely different. They're going for more techno dance sound now. The old sound, they didn't do anything for the first album. They wanted to do all new stuff. So there you go. Guys, I got to see you on Friday. It was a great day for that show. Did some gigs over the weekend for my birthday weekend. So there you go. Now, let's get on down with the rest of the entertainment news. Starting with your number one movie. It was Elysium, the rated R movie starring Matt Damon, debuted at number one this week. Making a big debut at number two is Meet the We're the Millers, number two. I love the fact that two rated R movies beat a Disney movie. Planes terribly bombed, as well as the new Percy Jackson movie. I think if I'm correct, Elysium made about $30 million. $25 million for We the Millers. Planes made about 20, and Percy Jackson made less than 15. So that's your number of movies for the weekend. Now, the biggest news of the day, like I just mentioned in my Kesha review, two of the biggest pop stars released singles today. One that was already set to be out today, and one that leaked and had to be released a week early. Because we're reviewing Lady Gaga and Katy Perry. Now, let's kick off with Katy Perry. Now, her album Prism comes out October the 22nd. As we all know, the album Prism, which should be a decent album. But the first single, War, isn't showing it. Now, the new single, War, came out this morning as it was originally set to be released today. And I am not the biggest fan of it. It's mid-tempo. It's kind of an inspirational song, kind of like, like, I got the Atakline. I feel it's about Russell Brand. I know a lot of people can be saying that, War's about, like, standing up, you keep me down, I got back up. It's kind of like a kiss-off to Russell Brand. Maybe people are going to speculate about that, like they did with Part of Me. And some would say that the new song, War, sounds a little bit similar to Sarah Bareilles' Brave. It kind of does. I listened to Sarah Bareilles' song just because people were commenting about how it was similar to Katy's War, and I do see similarities in there. So, I like this song, but I wish it was more dancey. I think Katy wanted to step away from the Teenage Dream era. Like I said in my attack lines for the last few weeks, she kind of buried that era in her teaser videos. So she wanted to come out different. She didn't want to come up with a dance song like she did with California Girls to kick off Teenage Dream. But I don't like this song. It's like an inspirational song. There's going to be a sing-along song. The girls are going to like singing the choruses on my DJ shows, but I just wish it was more dancey. It was okay. Then, just a few hours after Katy released her single, and announced she's performing at the VMAs, a person who is performing the VMAs had her single come out today. Lady Gaga's Applause came out 1 week early due to leaks. Some would say she purposely released it because she wanted to thwart Katy Perry. Katy and Gaga both denied a feud. And I think Gaga's song's better. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be, but it's more upbeat than Katy Perry's song. It's poppy. It's kind of like both songs have catchy choruses, but I think Gaga's better because she's more upbeat. Katy's more mid-tempo, and Gaga's more upbeat. I like Gaga's song a lot better than Katy's song.
You've reached the...
And but it was a great day to be a pop fan with these two songs coming out, and there's been debate about which one's better. Because it's more catchier than the other. Like Gaga's more upbeater than Katy's song. But I kind of grow to each one of them. I hope Katy comes back strong with a great second single that's poppier than War. But I think War will be a big hit. Because the Katy fans are going to buy it. It's already number one on iTunes. And I bet you Gaga's single is not on iTunes yet. It may still be out next week like it was supposed to on iTunes. But the song came out today on the radio and all that and online. So like I said, I bet you won't be on iTunes until next week. So there you go. Katy Perry and Lady Gaga both released their new singles today. And of course, like I mentioned, Katy announced she'll be performing at the VMAs with GaGa and Kanye. More performers to be added. Hopefully, we're 2 weeks away from the fucking ceremony. Speaking of award shows, last night was the Teen Choice Awards. I missed it. I missed the show.
Okay, there's no phone.
Hear the story. Hear the sound. So, Teen Choice Awards was last night. Sorry about that, a little option there. Big winners in music. One Direction were the big winners in music, winning all of the big music awards of the ceremony, including best. I mentioned they won like everything. They won best group. They probably won a lot of other awards too, including best song. Probably won like probably a couple best songs. I forgot the awards. They won best group song, Beating It Lucky. They also won best love song for Little Things. And also winning, I can't believe, Choice Summer Song with the We Can't Stop by Miley Cyrus. Dumb, it's Blurred Lines. That's the only one I hate. And also One Direction won the Best Choice Tour. Selena Gomez also won 3 awards. She won Best Choice Summer Star, Best Choice Female, and Best Choice Breakup Song for Come and Get It. And also Can't Hold Us won Best Hip Hop Song, Radioactive won Best Rock Song, and also Bieber won Best Choice Single and Best Male. But most emotional moments came during the TV category when Lea Michele won Choice TV Actress, making one of her first public appearances since the death of her boyfriend, Corey Monteith. She dedicated the award to Corey while having tears in her eyes. Well, I saw the video on YouTube. I missed the award show last night. I forgot it was on. I was going to watch it, but I forgot to. So, there you go. Other big winners included Twilight winning. Boo. Last time, thank God. Because last year was the last Twilight movie. But Books of Being a Wallflower dominated the movie categories. Pitch Perfect won all the comedy movie categories, including Rebel Wilson winning an award. And a lot of other awards I handed out last night at the show. Even X Factor won. So, there you go. The Teen Choice Awards results. Now, speaking of results, on with results on this past Thursday's Impact. Now, I had a gig on Thursday, my movie night, and I did watch Impact. I missed the first match. I missed Mr. Anderson. I missed Samoa Joe against Jeff Hardy, which Samoa Joe won the Bound for Glory series. I got home just before the second match with Mr. Anderson against Magnus. Now, it was a decent match. Like, Anderson tried to play dirty, and then Magnus was getting back in the game after a little bit of fury from Anderson. But Magnus lost with disqualification when Bobby Roode came in and cost Magnus the match by hitting Mr. Anderson. With his loss, he got taken away 10 points. That's what Bobby Roode did. That was Bobby Roode's plan. And his plan to align himself with people came in the middle of the show when Kaz took on Daniels. Of all people, bad influence against each other, they purposely got double counted out. So both would get points because they tried to fight it off, but they were like, we don't want to lose to the other. We want to both get points. So they both got points with the double count out. And then that's when Bobby Roode came out and they were both aligned. So the Fortune reunion is happening after all. A mini Fortune reunion with Roode, Kaz, and Daniels. Aligning each other because Kaz has now got points and Bobby Roode and Daniels are now in the middle of the pack, so they're now making an alliance. Then we also saw a 6-person tag with James, Storm, Gunner, and ODB getting the bromance, Jesse and Robbie, and Mickey James. With Storm and Gunner getting the I think Gunner got the torture rack on Jesse, I think. And also we saw a contract signing, Bully Ray. If he loses the match this Thursday at Hardcore Justice, he will no longer get any title shots. In Team PD, Devon and Bully Ray teamed up against Kurt Angle and Chris Sabin. Now, Kurt Angle is, of course, in rehab, as we all know, as I said on Monday's Atakline. So, how's it going to affect this week's pay-per-view card? Who knows? And Sabin did get the victory for the team. So, the pretty decent Impact heading into Hardcore Justice. That's my little thoughts on Impact. And now on to my Raw preview for tonight. The last Raw before SummerSlam should get very intense. Top 5 questions that must be answered tonight. Question number 5. Will Ricardo try to get revenge on Alberto? Now, last week, Alberto Del Rio attacked and turned on Ricardo Rodriguez following his loss against Rob Van Dam. He attacked him by nailing him in the head with the bucket and ending up bouncing his head against the steel steps and nailing him with a dropkick with his head reaching the steps. Now, Ricardo's hinted on Twitter he may make an appearance tonight on Raw. So we'll see if Ricardo has a plan of revenge on his former friend, Alberto Del Rio, after what happened on Monday last week when Ricardo inadvertently cost Alberto the match against Rob Van Dam. Question number 4. What will go down between Kane and the Wyatt family? Now, we all know now that Kane will be taking on Bray Wyatt this Sunday at SummerSlam in an Inferno match. I mean, the Ring of Fire. That's what they're calling it to prevent any TV14 remnants. But I'm calling it an Inferno match. Like, the match is kind of like an Inferno match. The first person light on fire wins. But I try not to do that because it's all TVPG. So, we'll see if anything happens tonight with Kane. The match was hinted last week when Kane challenged the Wyatt family after they attacked R-Truth last week. They attacked somebody. I forgot who they attacked. I know they attacked somebody. I think it was, Borders Clay and Tensai. Sweet Tea. And that's when Kane came out and challenged Bray Wyatt, and they challenged his acceptance. So we'll see what happens tonight heading towards that match. Maybe there'll be some sort of fire thing tonight to tease the match a little bit more. Speaking of SummerSlam, will any new matches be made for SummerSlam? We still need to know the pregame match. They're probably going to announce the pre-show match tonight. We all know it'll be mixed tag, Big E and AJ against Ziggy, Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn. We got, of course, Christian against Del Rio for the world title. We got Damian Sandow against Cody Rhodes. No word if the briefcase is on the line. We'll see if that's made tonight. And of course, the top 2 main events, which are our top 2 questions. Number 2, what will go down tonight between Lesnar and CM Punk? Now, last week, Punk did show his best against Brock Lesnar following a post-match attack. Lesnar attacked him following the Punk Axel match last week. And despite Lesnar giving all sorts of punishment to Punk, Punk kept fighting back, giving Lesnar all he got with punches and kicks and trying to show some fight. But in the end, after 3 attempts, Brock Lesnar nailed the F5 on Punk and nailed him with the steel chair. I hope they add a stipulation to this match, like no holds barred. That's what it'll make it. No holds barred match, a no DQ match. That's what this match needs. This match is okay, but it needs to be fucking a no holds barred match or something to add more excitement to it. Question number 1. What will go down between Cena and D-Bry tonight? And will Cena wrestle? Now, apparently Cena suffered an elbow injury. Although it ain't too serious to keep him out of SummerSlam, I think WWE's plan is to keep Cena out of the ring as possible. Because they don't want Cena to risk further surgery against Daniel Bryan. By the way, I forgot to mention one other thing. Punk is set to wrestle Paul Heyman tonight. That should be question number 2. Punk is going to wrestle Paul Heyman tonight. I'd say that's a fucking setup. Like, Lesnar's going to attack him during that match. When Punk finally tries to get his hands on Paul Heyman. I forgot that match was made last week. So, now back to Cena. Now, Cena was taken out of a few house shows over the weekend. So, Cena may not wrestle tonight or get physical. But I think Cena will make an appearance tonight to at least hype up the match between him and D-Bry. And even, he had a decent promo last week. I'll give him credit for that. He had a good promo talking down D-Bry, but I know D-Bry avoided the corporate makeover last week, which I knew exactly he was going to do. Exactly like Stone Cold did when he had his corporate makeover 15 years ago. We'll see if the D-Bry McMahon feud continues. We'll see if Triple H and McMahon struggle continues on. We'll see all this and more tonight on Raw at 8. on USA Network. That is it for the Atakline for today. I'll see you all later for my Raw review with that in mind. You've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much for watching. Yeah.